A suspect is still on the loose in the murder of 73-year-old Kate Ragsdale.
And investigators are trying to piece together exactly what happened at the Highlands in Tuscaloosa. WVUA's Jennifer Edwards has been talking with investigators, and she joins us now live from the scene with more in tonight's top story. Jennifer.
Thanks, Lynn and Philip. As you can see, police and investigators have cleared the scene out here at the Highlands. The last investigators actually left about a half hour ago tonight. They've been working countless hours around the clock trying to find some answers to this murder. Now they're also asking for the community's help. They're trying to piece together a timeline of events that led up to Ragsdale's death.
We're having to piece this together just a piece at a time, and it's painstakingly slow when there's a suspect out there that you know is on the loose.
Since the body was found on Sunday, Baker says investigators have been working countless hours examining evidence and following up on leads.
Right now, we are investigating people she has come in contact with from the day of her death backwards. And we need witness help in determining who those people are. We're looking at other methods as well. Phones, internet, but anyone who has had contact with our victim from the day of her death prior to that, we want to know about it.
Baker says the issue they're facing is determining reality from rumors.
We have a lot of people that call in leads of things they've heard or things they know. We are able to sort through those leads based on how valid they are by how accurate they are. Now, if they come in repeating some of the rumors we've heard on the street that we know aren't true, okay, we're not going to put as much weight on those. And we can spend a lot of time on false leads. Until
Kate Ragsdale's killer is caught, Baker says all available investigators are focusing on finding answers.
It's extremely rare for the entire city to have a case like this, much less in a neighborhood like that. It's disturbing, and we've got the whole unit working on the case, as well as we've reached out to other resources and agencies to help us.
Now, Baker says if anyone has any bit of information regarding this murder, he's encouraging everyone to call Crime Stoppers. It's 205-752-STOP. We'll continue to cover this case here and bring you all the latest information we have as we get it. For now, reporting live from the Highlands in Tuscaloosa, Jennifer Edwards, WVUA News. Lynn?
Thank you, Jennifer. Now more on who Kate Ragsdale was. Friends say she served many volunteer hours and held positions on the board for West Alabama AIDS Outreach. Ragsdale was employed at the University of Alabama from 1979 to 2006. Most of her time was spent with UA libraries, and she was active in the Alabama Library Association. Then after her retirement in 2006, she joined the UA Retiree Association. Co-workers and friends say she'll be remembered as a kind person with a big heart.
She was a very upbeat person, very positive person. I don't think I ever saw her angry about anything, and I've never heard anybody say anything negative about her. She was just a very dedicated person.
And investigators are still looking into that homicide. The position has been open for a year, and right now interviews are underway to choose Northport's next police chief. Interviews started at 5:30 at Northport City Hall. There are 4 candidates, and all currently work within the department. Each candidate has 45 minutes to explain why they're the best candidate for the job. We'll have a wrap-up of tonight's interviews tonight on WVUA News at 10. Well, it's something people around Alabama know all too well. The decisions you make right after a disaster can affect your life and the lives of others.
That's one of the topics people are learning about right now in West Alabama in a series of classes called Community Emergency Response Training, or CERT. CERT teaches that there are 3 medical ways people die after disasters: airway obstruction, excessive bleeding, and shock. Although everyday citizens cannot give medical help, knowing about these killers can help when medical officials arrive on the scene.
In an April 27th type situation, the number of ambulances and other resources like that are extremely limited. and knowing which individuals need to go first and those individuals that can wait to get that level of medical attention that they need.
Now tune in tonight for WVUA News at 10 for more information about those 3 killers and how you can help medical officials after emergencies.
It's time now for the final week of our Taste of the Town series. A lot of you reached out about Barbecue Week. Here's just one of your comments, which ended up sending us to the place you're about to see.
Now, WVUA reporter Mary Beth Harrison takes you to Reform, Alabama to experience Boss Hog Barbecue.
Right in the heart of Reform is Boss Hog Barbecue. And Boss Hog himself says to be careful when you try the barbecue.
My barbecue tastes so good, it makes you want to slap somebody.
Locals have a few, or maybe a lot of, suggestions for first-timers.
First time. Tastes like heaven.
He makes a great barbecue sandwich, and I would suggest that to anybody.
The barbecue meat, pulled pork, that's the best thing to get here.
I pulled pork sandwich. I believe the sauce will keep it coming back. #1 sauce come from the boss.
The ribs is just like, oh man, it'll make it come back every time.
My ribs, my pulled pork, my chicken, and my fillet steak, my fish, all of it is good.
But the town says it's not just the ribs, pork, or sauce that keeps Boss Hog full.
The way that he deals with people, he knows how to treat people, and he treats everybody the same. And so everybody just love him and love his barbecue.
Pickens County High School principal Darrell Woods says a place like Boss Hog holds a community together.
It's almost like a barber shop. You know, you get to catch up with all the old news, all the good news, what's been going on at the school, what's been going on in the community. And again, I think this is a place sometimes that brings communities together. And with a small town like this, you need a place like this.
The best food comes from a little town like Reform, Alabama.
Reporting in Reform, Mary Beth Harrison, WVUA News.
And Boss Hog first opened their doors in 1999.